Today on the channel, we finish up WWE Mattel Legends Series 32 with the Build-A-Figure Dory Funk Jr. And in the back half, we rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, back again for another Legends set rankings and Build-A-Figure build. And today we're talking all things Dory Funk Jr. and the Target Legends Series 32 set, as you can see before you. And in the back half, we're going to rank the entire way from my least favorite to my favorite. But first, we're going to start off with Dory Funk Jr. And as usual, for all your Target Legend needs, better head to Target. But for everything else under the sun, hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use the link in the description down below. Save yourself 10% with code Kyle. Got to get a deal out there. And we're going to talk Dory Funk Jr., then get to these guys in the back half. And if you guys saw the Earthquake unboxing from this series, you know that I'm not a happy camper. Todd, I'm going to say it right now. Dare I say I'm pissed off? Yes, pissed off. But you know what they say, Todd? My dad told me this once upon a time when I was a kid. Kyle, better to be pissed off than pissed on. And, you know, he's got a point there at this point here. What about the Cincinnati Reds in Cincinnati? And we can talk about that another day. However, we're going to talk about my utter disappointment with this Dory Funk Jr. figure I've been waiting a lifetime for. I am still worked up about this whole situation. Like I said, if you saw the meltdown, about as close as I've come to crying on the channel is what that one was. Maybe that Ultimate Warrior top 10 once upon a time. I got caught in the feels on that a little bit. Go back 5 years ago, check out that unboxing or that top 10 video on the channel. Probably should redo it. You're exactly right, Todd. But in that Earthquake one, I got the torso for one Dory Funk Jr. Once again, a figure I've been waiting basically a lifetime for, a collector's lifetime for. And I had some quality issues with it here, of course, of the Build-A-Figure. The one I've been waiting for, absolute eternity. Now I got this issue. How I go to Mattel and get this replaced, because we know it. They'll say, well, give me the code on the foot. Well, is it the Build-A-Figure foot, but it's a Build-A-Figure piece? They're just going to give me like a Godfather figure or some elite figure from that they have sitting around the warehouse and say, sorry about that issue. Here's this that I already have. I want the torso for Dory Funk Jr. So most likely I'm going to have to buy another Earthquake figure. You're exactly right, Todd. Maybe I'll find a friend out there that, you know, we can split it. We'll split the cost. He gets the Earthquake figure. I get the Build-A-Figure. I don't know. I'll figure something out because I can't respectfully have this Dory Funk Jr. in my collection. No matter what the Funk family means to me, it would be disrespectful to the memory of Terry Funk. And no, not Dory. Dory's still alive, Todd McFarlane, but we're all going to die one day, and I can't have this in my collection. So I'm still awfully heated about the quality issues with this one. It's just unfair. Why couldn't this have happened to one of you guys and not me? That's what I'd like to see. But quality issues, they are always anything that is mass-produced, manufactured. You're always going to have quality issues. It's just a matter of fact. If you make 100, they're not all going to be 100 identical. You make 1,000,000, it gets even worse. But it's unfortunate, once again, it has to happen to me, especially on a figure I've been anticipating for so long. But what are we going to do? We're going to try to stay professional. That's what we're going to do, as professional as this channel could possibly get. But let's dive into Dory Funk Jr. Let's dive into the accessories first. We get the maniacal hands. These hands always remind me of WrestleMania 7 when the Ultimate Warrior Macho Man, of course, remember when the Ultimate Warrior retired the Macho Man? We all remember that. Looking at the hands saying, what is going on? That's what these remind me of. That's what they do. And very fitting for this review here, because what is going on with this Dory Funk Jr., I'm not sure. But we got those hands there. And then, of course, Dory from Texas, Amarillo, to be exact. Absolutely love the white hat. We know about cowboys, especially back in the 60s and 70s. You wear a white hat, that means you're a good cowboy. You wear a black hat, you're a bad cowboy. Just ask John Wayne from right up the road from me. No doubt about it, you got to have that cowboy hat with one Dory Funk Jr. But now the rubber hits the road. We're getting into Dory Funk Jr. He did go fine together. I didn't have any issues putting him together. And I do got to give Mattel props here. I know good friend of the channel, Bill McKenna, is a huge Funk family fan, just like I am. So I knew he was probably the brains behind trying to get this one into the collection somewhere. I've been talking about it with him for years. How do you do it? Can we get him signed? Whatever. Build-A-Figure is the right move for this one, unless you're going to throw him in a box set like Pat Patterson in that Hall of Champions one. I'm just happy we got a Dory Funk Jr. And this one makes me want to get more classic guys as a Build-A-Figure. That Build-A-Figure option opens up a lot of room. Could we get an old school Jerry and Jack Briscoe, for instance? I think that would be fun in the Build-A-Figure line in the same vein here. But at the end of the day, very plain. This would not sell very well on its own. It doesn't matter what I think about Dory Funk Jr. Would not sell very well on its own. So I'm very happy we got an option and a way to get these characters out here. So Dory Funk looking a little younger in this one, maybe late 60s, early 70s Dory Funk Jr. at this point. I would say that's about fair there. Just a very plain Jane face. Not a lot of hair going on. He's starting to recede up here, as we've seen with Dory Funk Jr. You know, good friend of the channel and the announcer of the Kyle Peterson Show. Of course, one Midwest Professional Wrestling legend, Gage Octane, was trained by Harley Race and Dory Funk Jr. Yes, the more you know, folks, the more you know. But Dory Funk looking good here. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth, and a very, science teacher look of back in the day is kind of what it looks like to me. Got the bare arms on Dory Funk Jr. I mentioned this on one of them. Was it maybe Mark Henry the arms came with? I got staining on the shoulders, and I'm not sure exactly how I have staining on the shoulders when he didn't come with any shirt on him. So very strange to see that. So the quality issues continue there. Got 2 gripping hands out of the package with him here. Just plain blue trunks, plain blue boots with little white socks poking out. You got the black laces, or I guess the silver laces around there. But the elephant in the room, which isn't really an elephant because I keep talking about it, is he's got broken joint right there on the side of his guts there. I'm not exactly sure what happens. It's weird because it looks like it's just like manufactured that way. Now, obviously, I haven't watched any reviews. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody talk about this figure. I'm assuming this is just mine. This isn't for everybody. God, I hope not. That would be an absolute disaster. But it looks like there's a piece that needs to just connect there, but it doesn't click in. It looks like it's just shard off. It looks totally different than the other side. So I have no idea how that would actually happen. There was no extra piece in the box or the bag or my table or anything. It's just a weird production error, but man, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart, and it takes a figure that's been at the top of my list of excitement to finally get after years and years of wanting. Gotta say, it really takes the wind out of my sails on this one. It is very disappointing. I understand mistakes happen. I understand it, but when you put your hard-earned money down on the table and you're desperate for something like this, it really hurts. It hurts somewhere in here and up in here and way down there too. Yep, you're exactly right, Todd McFarlane. I don't know. But arms do go all the way around. Bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, hands back and forth, side to side, head back and forth, side to side. Shotgun injury to the hip, of course, right in there in the waist. Waist articulation is fine. Splits. Oh, if you need them, okay. Well, we're a little tight in the legs. That's Mattel for you, though. No problems with that. Hate these pin knees. Oh, disgusting. Double jointed knees, though. Boot cut, ankles, back forth, side to side, up and down. Cowboys wear the white hats, as we know. Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me here? Is this real life? What are we doing? What are we doing? Are you kidding me? There's more issues with this Dory Funk Jr. Ooh, I'm hot now. I'm boiling all over again. I kind of just got it. I have 2 right feet on this guy. I'm just looking at it right here. I have 2 right feet. What are we doing? How could there be so much quality control issues on a Build-A-Figure, especially a Dory Funk Jr. Build-A-Figure? It was bad enough they gave him pins right here. What the heck? Pins? Then he got the hole in the side, and now I go to put him, and he's got 2 right feet. 2 right feet? Are you kidding me? And then you got staining. He doesn't even have a shirt. Oh my gosh, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. I have a stressful enough life every day. I have a stressful life every single day in my day job. I just move on. I need to move on. I can't take these stresses in this. I shouldn't be stressing about this. This is not the end of the world. This is not the end of the world, but it is the end of the world. I've been wanting Dory Funk Jr. for years at this point. Oh, it's a saga that I just want over with. I just can't believe it. Now, I basically need a brand new Dory Funk Jr. is what I do need here. How do I get 2 of the same feet? What are we? I've never had that problem from Mattel. I've heard it from other people, and it's fine for other people. They can deal with it, but I can't deal with it. Are you kidding me? Oh, why? 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 I don't know. Where do I even go from here? Where do I go from here? I just want to throw this across the room, but it would be so disrespectful to Dory Funk Jr. Unbelievable. It's funny, when you look at it, you really can't tell. Maybe I'm just trying to convince myself he doesn't have two right feet, but he's got two right feet. And, you know, two rights make a wrong. We understand that by now as well. This is just unbelievable. Man, and you know what's and the other elephant in the room here we haven't talked about? We should have had the Powertown version of this figure like 2 years ago, and it's ridiculous. We're never getting that. Powertown waltzed off with our money. Steve is counting those thousands of dollars. I think he got like $3,000 in his pocket, I'm sure, from Powertown. Nobody pre-ordered these things except me, basically, and a few other people. But in the grand scheme of things, not very many people. And then Steve, he took all this money, ran away with the promises of Dory Funk Jr. We didn't get the Dory Funk Jr. We're never going to get the Dory Funk Jr. because Steve says, guess what? Nobody's going to sue me. Nobody's got going to pay money for a lawyer to get a $50 figure, $60, $700, $800. I'm in like $800 and some dollars, but I know going to a lawyer, it's going to cost $1,000, and then he'll file bankruptcy. I'll never get my money anyways. So it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So I don't get that Dory Funk Jr. And then I'm all excited for this one. Man, and people think I'm probably like putting on a show here. I'm not. I'm just angry. I'm angry. But I'm not angry at KWK. Kudos to them. They're the only ones doing Dory Funk Jr. right in this day and age. We got this one recently announced after this one, announced after Powertown, in the market first. So kudos to Sean over there at KWK. And guess what? He's got the right feet on him. He doesn't got a hole in his midsection, anything like that. I don't know, but this Dory Funk just breaks my absolute heart. We got his brother, Terry Funk, here. I was so excited to pair these two up on my shelf. Now I'm going to look at him just over here in absolute disgust. I'm like, that Dory Funk Jr. needs to be thrown in the garbage. He's got two right feet. He's got a hole in his section. He's got staining on his arm. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? I don't know. I'm going to have to try. So what's going to end up happening here, I'm going to contact Mattel, and they're going to say, well, we're going to send you this Godfather Elite figure is what we're going to do. We don't have the Build-A-Figure parts just to send on and all this. So then it's just a waste of my time because I'm getting a $20 figure I don't even need. And I'm going to be back and forth in emails and all this stuff. And time is money. And I only got so many hours. And I'm going to be dealing with all that. And I'm going to have to track down like a whole new Build-A-Figure Dory Funk Jr. is what I'm going to have to do. But I don't want doubles of all these figures. So then I'm going to have to go to eBay or Mercari or a Facebook group. And I'm going to have to spend like $50, $60 on the Dory Funk Build-A-Figure, which I should have just fine. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? I'm worked up, folks. I'm worked up. But that's Dory Funk Jr. I need to take a little break. I'm going to just cool my jets a little bit here. And we'll be back in the back half here. It's time to rank Target Legends Series 32. All right, time to rank Legends Series 32, and I haven't cooled down one bit. Not one bit. And we're going to rank these, of course. We got 5 figures here. We're going to start with number 5, work our way to number 1. Number 1 being my absolute favorite from this wave. And my mind's all messed up because I had a feeling what my favorite was going to be here. And spoiler alert, it is absolutely not going to be my favorite. But we got 5 figures. Put your list in the comments down below. And as usual, this is my list. Put your list in the comments. Let's start it off at number 5. Easy to figure out what the worst one of this set is. It's quality issue Dory Funk Jr. Build-A-Figure, the most expensive figure of this set here. All kinds of issues, staining on the arms, hole in the ab, 2 right feet. What the heck are we doing? I haven't had a quality control issue like this, and I can't imagine ever. I don't think I've ever had a Mattel issue with 3 quality controls. I've had 2 with some paint and some stiff joints that don't move. And during the Vietnam era, I'll never forget Vietnam. Pour one out, Tom McFarlane. But I've never had 3 straight up issues as hardcore as this one here. Man, oh man, it's like seeing the Triple Lando out at retail is what this is. But man, I've talked about it enough, but the biggest disappointment of 2026 possibly ever for Mattel for me here is this Dory Funk Jr. figure. I'm going to have to track down a complete Build-A-Figure somewhere else without the staining, without the messed up foot, without the hole in the side. I could probably still keep this one. I mean, the foot you don't notice too much, maybe. The staining and then the ab I could cover if I can get a Funk family shirt or something, maybe. What are we doing? So just very disappointed. I just want to move on from this. So number 5, very easily for me, Dory Funk Jr. So we're going him at number 5. Number 4, we're going to Earthquake because he's guilty by association. This is the Earthquake figure that brought this one to the dance. I don't know, but I don't mind Earthquake. This is a fine figure. Maybe a little bit small, depending how you view that kind of thing there. But we've had a lot of Earthquakes. This just isn't my favorite one. Got the little Richter scale going on. It is what it is. It's perfectly serviceable. You don't have an Earthquake in your collection. It's a good one to pick up. So it is what it is. There's number 4 right there. Number 3, I think I'm going Brian Pillman. And I think this Brian Pillman would be a little bit higher for me if he would have came with the different head sculpt, just because we've had this one just recently. I understand the reasoning, the logic behind it, but it could have made this one feel special instead of just kind of yin and yang. Here's the 2 factions of Brian Pillman kind of thing. Either way, it's serviceable. It's great to build out a team. It's great to have in the collection. No real issues with this button. He just comes in middle of the road at number 3, but now we're down to the final 2, and this is the big man set, as we know here. A lot of big men in this set here, but we're going to number 1, number 2. For me, a shocker, obviously, because Dory Funk Jr. should have took his rightful spot at the top of the throne here. The most anticipated figure I've had in a long time, not coming to fruition. But I'm going to go number 1. This one was the sleeper. This one did blow me away. We're going, of course, to Mark Henry at number 2 and Yokozuna at number 1. Now, the Striper gear, always respect the Striper gear. I don't like Striper, but I respect the Striper. I respect what they do. Shout out to Striper. Not my music, but maybe it's yours, whatever. But Mark Henry desperately needed back in the Elite line. This is the beginnings here. Street Fighter is next. Hopefully we get the salmon suit. Hopefully we get the USA version. Hopefully we get more sexual chocolates. Can we get a hand with it? I'm here for that too. We'll see what ends up happening there. But a good Mark Henry for what it is. No real issues with that one outside of the small hands and the small feet on him. But number 1, we're going to the mighty Yokozuna. It's the year of Yokozuna. A lot of Yokozuna figures this year. But the nice white soft goods robe is very fun to have. Gives it a little extra difference. And then I do love the new head sculpt with the long hair for Yoko. And then the bearded Yoko. We don't get a lot of bearded Yokos. Always sets it apart. Being more late in the career Yokozuna. Just a very, very fun one to have from, I guess, SummerSlam. 'Tis the season against Stone Cold Steve Austin. But this one is the sleeper. And this one did shoot up to number 1. Now, if Dory Funk Jr. would have been complete the way I needed to be, the way he should have been, he would have been number 1 for me. Instead, he is a distant last place right here. We're putting him way down there on the end. Way down there on the end because he broke my heart. He broke my heart, and I don't know if I'll ever recover. I don't know if I'll ever recover from this wave. Just epic disappointment, no doubt about it. So there it is. Target Legends 32. I wish this set would have went better. I really wish it would have went better. Not my best work here. Not my best work, and a lot of heartbreak and a lot of disappointment throughout these videos here. But there it is, Target Legends Series 32. What's your guys' thoughts? What's your list look like? Let me know in the comments. Did any of you guys have these issues with Dory Funk, or just the guy that wanted the Dory Funk the most had the issues? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. It's the least you can do at this point here. Subscribe to the channel. Check out Patreon. Check out YouTube channel memberships. We got stuff going on every single day over there. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available where podcasts are found, with videocast on YouTube. So for Target Legends Series 32 and the biggest disappointment of 2026, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
No fair.
There's some strange shit going on in this house, and I know damn well it is.
See you